Here now is Stone Phillips.
The magician says, now you see it, now you don't, and the rabbit disappears. We say it's magic, even though most of us know it's just a wonderful trick. But there are things in this world that aren't quite so easily explained, that many of us do believe in. ESP, mind over matter, what the experts call paranormal phenomena. Do such things really exist? You decide. The man you're about to meet has already made up his mind. Here's Lee Thompson.
Misdirection. It's the greatest weapon that the magician has and that the psychic has, to direct your attention away from what's really happening.
And with that warning in mind, we'd like to direct your attention to a man who has directed his attention to misdirection
Hold on to that,
his entire life.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is James Randi. I'm a liar, a cheat, charlatan, and a fake, but at least I admit it up front.
That he does.
You get your quarterback. Oh, sorry.
And we should admit up front that Randy isn't the only unusual character you'll meet tonight.
Do you believe in magic?
You'll meet the psychic.
When you love, baby, do you love extremely deep?
The tarot card reader.
Well, you know, there's interference. There's a female that don't want to see you and him to be together right now.
And the faith healer.
Here comes devil back off! In the name of Jesus!
But first, a man who says he's the world's leading skeptic, who may be best described by what he's not.
I'm not a chemist, I'm not a physicist, I'm not a medical person, I'm not a geologist or an astronomer. My field is very narrow right here. All it has in it is two elements: how people are fooled and how they fool themselves. Take the book.
And fooling people is what James Randi is all about. From the time he first saw the great magician Harry Blackstone, Randi was hooked. And chained, and cuffed, and bottled. And just about anything else he could get himself into or out of. But at some point, the amazing Randi decided dangling over Niagara Falls was not a profession with long-term prospects. Quick as you can say abracadabra, Randi did his greatest escape act yet and pulled another career out of his hat.
Now, if I put my hand around it...
Now, he's a critic, a doubter, an investigator into claims of the paranormal. Things that are not supported by science, like fortune-telling or astrology.
There are going to be a lot of people who watch this and say, what's the problem here? I mean, this is good-natured fun.
Well, because it's a very dangerous thing to believe in nonsense. The first thing you know, you're giving your money to the charlatans, you're giving your emotional security, and in some cases, you're giving your life to them. Because he's very good at what he's doing.
Randi insists his expertise as a magician makes him better equipped than many scientists to investigate claims of the paranormal. That's because, Randi says, magicians and charlatans use the same techniques. The difference is magicians admit it's all an illusion.
Millions of us have been taught that seeing is believing. If magician Andrew Main can convince you that he has suspended this young girl in midair, how hard would it be to convince at least some of you that he has supernatural powers? But there's no magic going on here. It's just a trick. Obviously, things are not always what they seem.
You want to see another miracle? You're wearing a wristwatch now. Have I ever seen this wristwatch before or touched it?
No.
Anyway, okay, take it off if you would. This says it's the 25th of the month, and the time on it says like 4 minutes past 4. Am I correct on that?
That's correct.
You can see 4 minutes past 4?
I can.
Okay. Now, I want you to open up your hand for me, the clean one. Just hold it right up like that. I'm going to place this into your hand face down like that. Hold it up like that where everyone can see it. Okay. Now, I want you to watch it very carefully. I want you to take the finger of your other hand and place it in the middle of the back like that. I'm going to try to make it stop and run backwards, you see. Well, you have to concentrate, Lee. Now, I want some real concentration. Let's hear you think about it. Say to it, move backwards.
Move backwards.
No, more convincingly.
Oh. Move backwards.
I think that it probably did it. Let me take a peek. Oh, what time does it now say on your watch?
That's wonderful. And it's a magic trick.
Simply a sleight of hand trick, yes.
Randi won't tell us how he did it, so let's rewind the tape to take a closer look.
You can see 4 minutes past 4.
I can.
Okay.
Randi seems to grasp the stem as his hands move out of view. Then we think, right here, as he hides the watch from us, he turns the stem. In any case, the time has been changed before he puts the watch back in my hand.
There are people who will say, no, that can't be a trick, because I watched it very carefully. You had some other means of doing that. It wasn't just a trick.
Randi has written a book of what he considers charades, charlatans, and shenanigans.